and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Gophers offense will have the first possession of the game. Historically, guys, Michigan has kept a death grip on the little brown jug. Gophers hoping to put that thing in play today.
And you see that little brown jug in the celebration after every Michigan-Minnesota game. And you're right, Michigan has had it for the majority of the time. Minnesota knows that. They got to do something about that today.
Yeah, Minnesota plays in a lot of trophy games, don't they? But this is one they would love to put in the trophy case a lot more consistently. To do that, they have got to match the intensity of Michigan in this game, and they have got to be more physical than what they've shown in recent years.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Spencer. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football.
Afterburners coming. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Wolverines are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
And he intercepts it. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Scanning the field, it's Brosmer. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the fight. First down for this offense. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Coming after it. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown! The defense takes matters into their own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll run it. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. It has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They make the stop, and that is exactly